These five signings, particularly the last one, which is the second biggest in the club's history, does that signal to players that the club is still a major player, and signal to maybe somebody like Ronaldo, who we all know wanted to go, that if he stays, there can be a success here with all the additions you've made?
I think it's a signal, yeah, but I think all the big clubs in the Premier League spend a lot, so it's the market.
But it shows to somebody who might want to leave the club that there is ambition to get back to the top in spending that amount of money.
From the start we said we plan with him, and so that's your vision, it's not my vision. I think we are happy with him, he's happy to be here, and we want to make this season a success together.
Just on that, Erik, have you spoken to Cristiano about his situation, and if so, has he accepted that he is now here until at least January?
Several times, yeah. We are on one page, so.
And he's happy to stay, happy to go forward with you and the team.
Otherwise, he wasn't here.
Samuel.
Erik, you said a couple of weeks ago the squad needs to be stronger at the end of the window. Are you confident that it is strong enough now, at least until January?
Yeah, I think we strengthen the squad, clear. And as a manager, you want always more. And what I demand from my players, I have to show it by myself as well. You want always maximize, but in a certain point, you have to be satisfied what is there, and it's also then about development of the team, development of the individuals, to get this team stronger, to get the team more consistency, to bring more quality, and that is what we have to work for now. Me together with my coaches, and of course in togetherness with the team.
You've put your imprint on the squad very quickly, and the club have clearly backed you in terms of the players you've gone for, players you've coached, players from Holland. Do you feel any more pressure in that these are signings that you've really pushed for, who you are familiar with?
No. So you analyze the squad, clear vision, but we were on one page from the first talks I had with the club. They also saw the same. They saw the same in which positions we definitely have to strengthen the squad, and I'm happy that we in that positions we analyze them. We analyze the squad. We succeed to fill in that positions with quality players.
Would you say you've got every target you wanted apart from Frankie de Jong, maybe?
Such a process, we had more options in several positions, and we are happy and really happy with the players who we brought in, and that gives a good feeling. I think that they are quality-wise football, but also as persons, they suit here in Manchester United.
Rob,
if and when Anthony signs, it's likely to mean more competition for Rashford and Sancho. Obviously, they're both trying to get into the England squad for the World Cup. Do you take that kind of thing into consideration, or as a club manager, do you not really concern yourself with what happens with national teams?
It's good, first place, that there is competition. That is, I think, that is natural. And in a top club, the situation has to be there to push players, persons to the highest levels. So, and I'm sure they are happy with as well. But as I said before, on the other side, we need players. You cannot cover all the games with every time playing the same players. You have to manage that. You have to manage that physical, but also you can play it from game to game. What do you need in certain games? Which players you have to play, and to keep them fit, but also to keep them in shape. And now we have the opportunity to choose, and I'm luckily that we have that situation, that we created that situation. So well done, I would say.
James, then Paul.
The club, specifically, how you see Ronaldo fitting into your team when he hasn't looked fully fit, and maybe he is, I don't know, but hasn't looked it so far. Obviously, you'll play differently when he's in to if a Rashford or a Martial being younger, more mobile. How specifically will he fit into it? What have you said to him about where you see him going forward?
The way of play set the demands, and you can see in training that he clear that he has the capabilities, and so he will fit in, because he's I don't have to explain, great player. He has great capabilities, so he will fit in every system or in every style.
And is he receptive to what you've said to him about the type of football you want to play?
Yes, clear. That's why we're talking, and I said we are on one page, and he know what the demand is.
The other James, then Paul.
Erik, your replacement as Ajax manager, Alfred Schroeder, was very critical of Anthony's conduct in the final days, and also talking generally about the price, said it's a crazy amount of money. Are you surprised at just how expensive the likes of Anthony and Martinez and Casemiro have cost, how much money you've had to spend on them to get them in this summer? And also just how long are you expecting Anthony and Martial to be out for, please?
What I said, I think all the top clubs in the Premier League spent a lot of money in the summer, and that is how the market developed in this winter. And I can do nothing for it. So no one can do anything for it. It's just a market, and so we have to accept it. How it went.
And Martial, how long are you expecting Anthony to be out for?
I think at least this week, but I think a little bit longer.
Paul.
Erik, you've spoken quite a lot about the importance of the player having the right attitude, the right mentality. Does Anthony fit the bill in that respect from your experience working with him? What is his attitude and his mentality like, Anthony?
It's difficult to talk about a player we didn't sign, but yeah, as you see, we announced we want to do it. But yeah, definitely he's one with the right fighting spirit.
In terms of his position, you played a lot on the right in your time at Ajax. Is that where you primarily see him playing for United if it does get over the line?
If it happens, yes.
Last two questions, Laurie and Jen.
Erik, just a little bit more on the transfer spend, because I think it's more than people originally thought might be spent by Manchester United this summer. Is that a sign, do you think, of the club backing you particularly, or do you think it's a case of the market being what it is?
I already think give an answer on that question. If you want to compete in the top, you don't have a choice, obviously, because what I said, all the Premier League clubs spend this kind of money. So if you want to play for the top, for the first 4 positions, you have to do it. And I think we have the ambition, especially on the long term, to play for trophies. So we had to do this, I think.
Just on the right back situation, given it's been spoken about a little bit this week, has Diogo Dalot given you enough cause to have faith in him going forwards, or is that something you might look at, given Aaron Wan-Bissaka's been spoken about as a potential target for Crystal Palace, and Dest has been linked with Manchester United?
I think Aaron showed in the past that he is a really constant factor in Manchester United, so I have all the trust in that. And I haven't seen him that much because over a longer period he was injured in pre-season, so I didn't have the chance to see him. So what I heard and what I noticed from the past, so he's a good option. So the last couple of weeks he's training, so now we have to compete for the right fullback position. Clear.
Last question, Jamie.
Hi Erik. After the 2 defeats at the start of the season, was more money made available to you in the transfer market? Because if not, why wasn't a player like Anthony, he's obviously gagging to get here, why didn't you get him sort of 2 months before when he might have been cheaper? Was more